Hi, and good night, good evening, everybody. We'll start. We've cleared out the backlog at the front desk, and we're ready to kick off our final keynote event of the Global Engagement Seminar. My name is Ian Milligan. Yeah. It's been an awesome day, especially for those of us who've been here since 9 a.m. It's been a great day. So my name is Ian Milligan, and along with Professor Marcelo Gorman, we were the two instructors who had the privilege of teaching this class this term. Now this is doubling not only as an evening keynote event, but as the last class of Arts 490. So remember to fill out your course evaluations.
We love you guys, you're so awesome.
Bribes are available, no. Before we started the student presentations tonight, I wanted to provide a little bit of context to help explain the 8 extraordinary presentations you're about to see. For those of you who've been around during the events today, hopefully you're coming away with an understanding that the Global Engagement Seminar was a truly remarkable experience. It brings together a team, ourselves as instructors, the two Jaroslawski Fellows, this year David and Mimi, who both gave excellent keynotes today and you'll be hearing from at the end of the evening. When they provide closing remarks on the presentation. I want to underscore, we all work together. David and Mimi would connect with the students, deliver lectures, suggest readings, and then students, fellows, instructors, etc., would collectively discuss, engage in conversation, and really facilitate the project process that you might have seen in the projects outside, or you'll shortly see in the presentations on the stage. But what I think makes this course so really, really special beyond the individuals is the interdisciplinarity that I think it really showcased over the last 12 weeks. Those of you who aren't from the University of Waterloo probably don't know that the University of Waterloo might best be described as 6 siloed faculties joined together by a shared grievance around parking, to use the sort of joke of Clark Kerr at the University of California. That the University of Waterloo, really, we don't always do the best job of moving beyond those sort of 6 faculty lines to work together, to share and collaborate. Yet in the Global Engagement Seminar, students from across these diverse faculties at the University of Waterloo really came together to consider the pressing global problem of the social and political implications of artificial intelligence. And I think that interdisciplinarity is reflected in the 8 projects you're about to see. I suspect that if this wasn't Arts 490, but was CS 490, which is a real course, but we'll pretend it isn't, the projects would look very, very different. If it was all people from math, they'd be different. All people from engineering, they'd be different. All people from arts, they'd be very different than the truly unique interdisciplinary projects you're about to see tonight. That we had smart people from diverse backgrounds come together, grapple with these pressing global problems, and crucially not just talk about them, but try to solve issues and reveal them through creative installations and programs. And so part of our conversations between Marcel and I has been, why don't we have these sorts of courses more often? It was so much fun for us and so much fun, hopefully, for you on your course evaluations. Well, it requires support. And I think that support, and I wanted to again take a moment to give a big thank you to the Jaroslawski Foundation and of course Stephen Jaroslawski for supporting this program. The foundation and the support that they've given really gives the course its flavor. And as I said last night, it wouldn't have been possible without that generous support. So in my first of several thanks I'll give, if we could just give the foundation one big last round of applause. And of course, we also need to thank the Faculty of Arts, where this program is housed, the Balsillie School of International Affairs. Could we ask for a better venue than this? And of course, the Global Engagement Seminar program. So we'll give them a round of applause too. Now, there's finally one other special person we wanted to recognize tonight. And to recognize this individual, I'm going to call 2 of our students up to say a few quick words and share our collective appreciation for the tireless efforts of this person. So join me in welcoming our thank you team.
Okay, hello everybody. So there is somebody very special here tonight that we could not have done this event without. Do we even see her in here? But she came in halfway through the term and she's done a really great job of putting everything together and making sure everything ran smoothly and that we got our money on time, we got our slides up on time, and that everything ran smoothly. So Ina, if you can come up here And if everybody could please give a huge round of applause.
So I'm not on the agenda, but Ian invited me up here just because I love the attention. I just want to say a few words about the project specifically and how that all went down. So first of all, just to follow up what Ian was saying, that course like this really is only going to be as good as the fellows, first of all. And we had fellows here who really were incredibly generous with the students and obviously engaged and listened to the questions very attentively that they asked, and then came back and reformulated what they were presenting to super engage the students. And they were very good role models. They're both makers in their own way. So we talked to the students at the beginning of the term. Ian and I, talked to them about us kind of, well, we didn't talk about this, but we were kind of like glorified teaching assistants in a way for the fellows. I shouldn't say that, it's not totally true. We were more like event planners as well. And we kind of roped the students in. It's like, we're going to plan this massive event, and you guys are going to be the show. And they took the bait. You guys actually were amazing. It just means that you're courageous. So the theme for this course was AI. When people think about AI, they think blue, among other things. But they really tend to think of some kind of disembodied thing that's out there. We talk about AI as if it's some kind of a creature or something like that, which is really strange. When really we're talking about data and about algorithms and about operated kinds of learning and so on. But we tend to forget about all the people involved, and the projects that the students that you guys made forced you to confront with the raw materiality of the world. So we talked in the class, I joked about this concept of not carpentry, but crapentry. It's okay to be crapenters and to engage with materials and knowing that, this thing's not going to be perfectly polished, but I'm going to have the courage to try to make something and put it out there in the world. And it seems kind of counterintuitive to be dealing with AI and all this talk of data and make stuff. And the diversity of stuff that you guys made, we could not have planned it if it was like, well, we have to plan a diverse array of projects. Let's have a card game, a confession booth, and I don't know, what else? A children's bedroom. We couldn't have planned that kind of diversity. But if you guys really took the task on and engaged with the materiality and put it all together, and it takes a lot of courage to do that. So I want to congratulate you for doing that.
Wonderful. So without further ado, we'll get on to the main event of the evening. So our project teams are going to come up. They're going to present. We've got a 10-minute countdown timer on them, which will be very draconian. You will be guilty, as the next team will show, if you overstay your 10 minutes. We're going to hold questions till the end, so all the teams will present. We'll then have David and Mimi will deliver some quick closing remarks and reflections on their experiences and the projects that they've seen. And then we should have some time for audience Q&A, which you can direct at any of the project teams. So at this point, I'm going to call up our first team. We're going to go in the order that's in the printed agendas that you've all received at the front. Our first team presentation is from Guilt, Machines, and Confession. Trust in the Digital Age.